3? No. No. They kind of stopped. They kind of stopped doing 1, 2, 3. And man, that's a bad light. That backlight, this one. And we're live. And return of the tait. Return of the tait. Oh my God! Return of the tait.
What?
I'm coming back around. Oh my God! Return of the tait. I said again. I said again. I don't think you should put like flammable papers on the thing. Like I think I can move this. Is that like a non?
Aren't those smart lights not flammable? Like
I don't know. Look, like a less horrible angle.
is that so bad?
That now the other one is.
No, I'll just stand in the way of that.
Turn of the taints. So are we gonna just jump right into the argument we had earlier about pool tables? But that was
no, that's too many people.
That was there's no one. It's just you and me. That was beat it with a dead horse. But yeah, there's more Sears than pros tables out there. You think like double light? And turn of the tait. I could dull one out with a rag. I have a rag in my back pocket. And which one's a bright one?
That one back here.
Well, I could put like a, I don't know, like could I find a tack? Yeah, something like that.
It all depends on the size of the gap.
Yeah.
How's that?
Like you did kind of get it, but you did. You got it.
On this side, right up here.
Yeah, kind of. Let's spread it out. And yes, we're not in technical difficulties, but we're in like technical efficiencies.
Hey, bow.
Technical efficiencies.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's dulled it. Quite a bit. And it will not cause a fire. That's the nice part of it. Well, that shouldn't be like that shouldn't be there. I'll hide that one.
Hey, bow.
Return of the Mack.
Ooh, Yoda.
I have a few old wrestling figures upstairs that I think you could enjoy. One's a Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
One of them I probably had.
No. This guy's got a cloth. It's like a wrestling, multiple parts of articulation. Like, you know what I mean? We're talking about, I don't know, like a 90s one. It's a cloth
and it can articulate. You mean it has elbows or it's just...
No,
just bend it?
It's the
action like this?
The action figures are moving, but he has a cloth Brutus the Barber Beefcake clothing on him. It's nice. I don't know if you felt an action figure that has clothes, like real cloth clothes. It's almost like nice. Like, oh man, I could make an outfit out of this.
Yeah, I don't know what generation of toy that would have been, but it must have been old if it was Brutus.
No, it's like a newer style. Like it's almost like
a throwback.
A throwback. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a WWE Legends one. I have a crazy Hulk Hogan. Andre the Giant WrestleMania.
Like a McFarlane that has a lot of movements.
I've never opened the package, but yeah, they got all the movements.
Yeah. And so let me ask you how you feel about that. You get something cool.
What's up?
You get something cool, and then it's so cool you don't open it? Or it's so cool that you open it?
I bought it specifically because... I just think they'll stop making stuff like that eventually. I think the quality of that stuff's just going to keep going down, and a lot of people that buy that stuff, they open it. I feel like a lot of like kids buy them and they just open them. So I just bought it to have on my shelf. But some of them, most of
So
them, if I buy
you
a
opened
wrestler-
it. You opened it.
No, I didn't.
So you didn't open it.
No, I didn't open it.
So it's like a visual fun piece.
Yeah, it's just standing there and it shows the figures in the box.
Have you ever been through like a, I don't know, Wednesday afternoon where like, oh man, and then you just like, I don't know if it has weapons. You could like take it out and put the weapons in his hands and stuff like that.
No,
Do like cool things like that.
I honestly bought it with the sole purpose of them being cool in the package.
I crave.
But I bought a double MJF.
Yeah.
And I make the wife laugh with them because I put them on the shelf and I rearrange.
MJF is like Marty fucking Jannetty.
No, Maxwell Jacob Friedman.
Okay.
He's a big player in the AEW league, but he's fucking hilarious and he's awesome and he's just funny as fuck, man. And I bought a duplicate toy of him that's not in the box, and I rearrange him on the shelf or whatever to make my wife laugh. Like she'll come up and he'll be doing crunches, and then the next time he'll be whatever. And then she moved him and hit him in the back one time because she doesn't like him, and she put up all the Christmas decorations, and one of the Christmas decorations was a reindeer. So when she woke up in the morning, MJF was riding the reindeer or whatever. And
she specifically doesn't like this one dude.
She's used to him now. He's been on the shelf for like a year, man, in different positions. So she looks forward actually now to seeing the different positions I'm going to put him in to make her laugh.
I started collecting the recent He-Mans.
I didn't know they were making new ones.
Yeah, no, they are because Kevin Smith on Netflix. There's a new He-Man cartoon, right? So there's new He-Man toys, and man, I bought some of the toys, and man, like, I want to open and play with them and assemble them. I want to change, like, some of them has like two heads. Some of them has like, so, you know how some of them have like two different sets of hands you could put on weapons.
Yeah, MJF has a hand
some of
for
them
holding the
are
mic
like
and one for punching.
fucking like silly with the amount of like articulations or the amount of like what you can do.
Yeah. But that's the thing is all those pieces are the pieces people lose. The more pieces, the better.
I don't know. I'm still torn. Like, one of these days, am I going to open it? Because at the end of the day, I'm the end customer.
No, you're not.
What, am I going to just look at it and not play with it and sell it?
Eventually, probably.
But if I don't,
you'll get
shouldn't I just open it and play with it?
Don't you think you'll get to an age where you'd rather have the money and let somebody who really is into it enjoy it?
Oh, my grandchildren?
Yeah, or something like that.
That grandchildren
like
money?
For now, you'll just keep it. You know what I mean?
Like, I could leave my grandchildren a lot of money, and it's not like my tombstone's gonna get any nicer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I think I should open it.
Get a Tibetan sky funeral.
What is that? Tibetan sky funeral?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Like, you put your ashes in a Chinese balloon and you let it drift it off into the sky?
Well, they bring your dead body to the top of a mountain, and then they cut off pieces of your body and feed it to vultures.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up, man. Like, no. I don't
I'd
think
love to have one.
You want to be carried up piece by piece, and piece by piece be eaten by a vulture? That's how you want to, like...
It's pretty symbolic. You're going back to dirt anyways, man. You might as well nourish another animal.
I almost feel like there should be, like, almost like a... well, as you describe it, like, banana way.
Because here's the thing. So
banana way.
So hear me out.
No, I'm hearing you. I'm just doing, like, a background music.
What happens when all the fucking cemeteries get full? What do they do with the bodies? Like 500 years, 600 years.
Oh, you think they're going to vulture them?
No. They'll probably do what they did in the catacombs, man. What do you think those were, man?
Oh, like mass dumps.
Yeah, they're just going to fucking dump, get rid of all the bodies and make room for new bodies. Do you want to be on the pile of a rack of bones in the fucking 500 years, man?
No, I'd like to be marked. I'd like to be marked and commemorated. Yeah, I'd like to have a tombstone. I don't want to be thrown in a mass grave. Like,
you could give.
Here lies the 100 people that had COVID. And it's not even 100. Here lies the 20 people that had COVID.
You could vaporize yourself, man. Just fucking put like a bunch of fucking plastic explosives beside you. Have them and then have them prop you up like a scarecrow, and then fucking push a button and then have you blow into dust.
Are you talking about after death or like to
Yeah.
die?
No, after
Because
that.
man, that's a horrible suicide. Like,
No.
let me slow burn myself from the feet up.
You think that would be better than explosion? Might have been a bad choice.
I think all of it would be like horrible. Like, I'd like to go in my sleep. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you know, sleep deprivation is the craziest amount of torture.
SIDS. It's SIDS. It's like sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation. I thought you were talking about like sleep apnea.
Oh no, like when they like torture people and stuff like that, like militaries and stuff like that.
Yeah, I've seen some of the videos where they're like,
waterboarding's the most effective though. I seen a thing.
You almost go insane. Well, you do. Like you do go insane.
Yeah. But the Russians, I think, famously and stuff, were better for doing sleep deprivation experiments. But the Russians said you could interrogate fucking like those insurgents and stuff like that, or whatever you want to call them, whatever the proper term is. You could interrogate them for days in the most horrendous ways, man. Like, and they would never give it up. And then you waterboarded them, and like they'd give it up right away.
You think?
They were like, man, it
kind of makes sense. It's almost like,
well, it's the most
watch
terrifying
this,
thing ever.
watch
It's like
this.
drowning, man.
Pain. Right? That's pain. And I'm like, I will be great with pain. I will not even bother me. And then you do waterboarding. That's like drowning. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's like everlasting horribleness. You know what I mean? Just enough water to drown, but not enough water to drown.
Okay. Let's see if you think.
I bet you I could get you. I can bet you I could get your bank PIN number from waterboarding.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it sounds horrible.
Oh, yeah, if you're never going to stop until I give it to you and you know I have it.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like we've reached an impasse.
Yeah.
The only way I can possibly hold on to doing it is if you don't know that I have a PIN number. Then you might go, fuck, maybe he doesn't have one. But you know I have a PIN number, so you can just waterboard me until the end of time until you get it.
The only way that if you're a spy, you could be like, all right, let me do waterboard, Google. Let me Google waterboarding and be like, okay, if I inhale while they're doing that, I'm just going to drown and die, and I won't tell national secrets. Like, if you're going to go through 20 minutes of waterboarding, if you know the tip to end it in 2 minutes and not tell national secrets, I bet you that'd be the better way to go. You know what I mean? As far as waterboarding goes. You know what I mean? I'd tell you anything. I'll tell you anything, probably. But pain-wise,
No,
I can take a lot of pain. I can take a lot of pain, but
all right.
drowning.
But let's think about waterboarding. It's not painful. It's
You're drowning.
hey, what's up, brother? Yeah, you're drowning. You know, I'm sure it's
Oh,
painful.
WLG today.
It's definitely painful. But I mean, you're not gonna have any permanent scars and shit like that, man. It's fast. It's effective. You know what I mean? It's like whipping the Band-Aid off versus fucking pulling it off slowly, man.
You know.
We can dick around here torturing you for 2 days, or we can waterboard you for 10 minutes, man.
Oh, you just said the magic word, dicking around. In an interrogative position type of thing, you put a gun to my head, man, I won't tell you nothing. Shoot me. And then it's like a light switch. Boom. Oh, I'm dead. I'm okay with that. I can live with that. You put a gun to my dick, I'll tell you a little bit more than if it was on my head. Like, I have, like, dick respect for my dick. You know what I mean? Like,
I always feel like if somebody had a gun pointed at me and I was close enough to them, I could distract their brain for a quick enough second that I could smack the barrel out of the way. Like, everybody always compares it to as if they're waiting for you to flinch and then pulling the trigger. But if you can get Buddy to, like, look away for a second, wouldn't you be able to, like, you think, smack it out of the way and make the bullet shoot beside your head?
so you believe that you are a police training, disarming, RoboCop motherfucker.
Yeah,
like,
like
you know
that
what I mean? Like,
Detroit fucking.
feel
What's that
like-
guy's name?
okay. Hey. Oh, he did kind of fucking. It did kind of. No, I'm good on that. I think you're good on that too, because man, you think you can disarm a fella?
I didn't say disarm him.
Oh,
I said hit the gun out of the way so if he pulls the trigger, it won't shoot me in the face.
he didn't say disarm him. He was like, I'm just gonna unkill myself.
How am I supposed to disarm him? Rip his arm off.
Oh, disarm, like
De-arm him.
okay, watch. Got you. Bang. Not quick enough. I don't know. Might have missed you. I don't know. The Matrix.
I'm a magician, man. I'll have that
The
fucking gun
Matrix.
blow back into your face.
Yeah, I try to shoot him. He's like 001110011 Matrix 0001111, and he's like whoops, just avoids it. Whoops. He took that blue pill. 0001110 also 0011. That's a binary, like you know that's a
That
computer.
binary.
That binary computer language. That's what it was on the Matrix.
No, they had their own special language.
Like you're making it seem like I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Matrix had the special symbols, remember?
It turned special, but then it turned to like computer language 00001.
I thought the Matrix was a special code.
I don't think so. But yeah, it was special. Fresh fur, yes sir. Yes, sir.
With the fresh fur.
Yes, sir.
Up in
With
her.
the fur. And also, your fur, your her better have my money. You know what I mean? Because I'll be pipping these hoes. You know what I mean? And I asked the fur guy. I'm like,
this fur guy.
What kind of fur is it? And he's thinking, coyote over here. Coyote over here, and then over here,
he got that Yodi.
Over here, this pattern, he's like, I don't know. And this is a fur guy. Is this like a rare zebra?
What? Where?
Is this like a jack-o'-lantern, like a jackalope?
There's probably some like endangered animal. He had to say I don't know because it's illegal probably.
This, he's like, oh man, I think that's like goddamn motherfucking jaguar.
You shouldn't be wearing real fur though, Matthew.
Why?
Because man, the poor little animals, man.
No, they died before I put it on. I didn't.
They died for your sins.
I didn't pay someone to kill. And man, I'm a big guy. I bet you there's four dead animals on to cover me up.
That is a nice coat though. That is nice.
There's probably 4 dead animals on here.
That's probably warm as fuck.
If it's coyotes, but if it's smaller ones like minks,
the end of the world happens, man. All you need is like a bone crown, and like
bone crown, yeah,
like a crown made of bones, and then you can just put like blood on your face, and then anybody who sees you at all, you'll be like the king. The fucking apocalypse king.
You know what I was thinking about this coat? Is this the movie with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Titanic.
The Revenant. This is like a goddamn reverend coat. Like I'm in the woods. I'm slinging. I'm slinging. I don't know, dead bodies or goats or meat to eat. And I'm going in the wooden shack, like, I don't know, making a fire to survive. Even though I have this crazy fur coats, and I could live outdoors.
Throw it on the ground, bang wood sluts on it.
And I've never even buttoned it up, but the buttons.
The old wood
sluts. Buttons are metal. Look.
Metal buttons, ooh la la.
It's like metal this.
Holy smokes.
That goes into a metal hook. Man,
craftsmanship.
This coat is easily worth thousands of dollars original price. I got it for next to nothing. I didn't do that for it, but it's a great jacket. I bet you I could get that for it. Like, you know what I mean? So, oh, you like my jacket? Well, then,
Oh yeah.
whack, whack, whack. Like, you know what I mean? That's not the going rate. That's not what I had to pay, but I could get that payment out of this jacket out of, like, being a fucking sweet fucking pimping jacket, right, in life.
My wife's native. We could use that for role play. Oh, John Smith Pocahontas action going on.
Why, you want to do coitus on this jacket? Like a rug? You want to use this as a rug, is what you're saying?
No, she could put it on, like, pretend she's starting a fire in the corner or whatever, and then I can come in with the lighter and be like, and she'll be like, ooh.
White man. She's like, ooh, white man. And then you offer her a blanket, and then
hot stuff.
And then she gets a cold. That
lingers. Then she gets a cold.
That lingers.
Yeah.
That cold be lingering. You know what I mean? Till, well.
What they got, smallpox?
Yeah, the smallpox blankets. That's what I was referring to.
The old smallpox on the blanket trick.
Yes, sir.
Classic.
Oh, man, you cold? A blanket will warm you up. It's like Simpsons.
You know what's funny?
The yogurt's cursed. But the toppings are free. But the toppings are also cursed.
You know what must have sucked? When white people first realized that they were way more diseased and gross than all the other people. Because they just figure, like, hey, we get sick and stuff. Everybody gets sick. Then they come over here and all these people just start, oh, what is this sickness? And then they start dying. It's like, man, that must have been demoralizing.
It's almost, the whites show up to a non-sick and they're like, man, we've been way sicker than you. Matter of fact, our sick will kill you. Yeah.
We're like spitting all over their fucking place.
It's too bad. I was telling a few people earlier that I think, as far as Canada goes, I'm one of the first whites that possibly had sex with a native, technically to that point, or almost to that point, or kind of to that point, early on.
How so?
My grandmother, her last name is Ryu.
Okay, so your grandmother puts her into what century?
Well, my
you know how long ago we came over here?
Right? No. It'll get to that. So my grandmother, and I almost thought you were asking if she, like,
was she on the Mayflower? Because they definitely banged when they got here.
Don't. Are you trying to call my grandmother a whore? She's not. She's a lovely lady.
No.
She's a lovely lady, and her last name is Ryu. If anything, it'd be
your great-great-great-grandfather, because no women came over on the first boat over here.
No, watch this. Her last name is Ryu, which is like native last name, my grandmother, right?
I don't know.
But you know who she's related to? Nicholas Denis. Look that up. Nicholas Denis. The first fucking Cape Bretoner ever, the first permanent settler in Canada, almost. Like, except
we live in the city that was the first
and then
place that they landed.
Imagine the first permanent settler in Canada.
Yeah, the fort's like.
Eventually, he's like, man, I was on that boat all for 2 years with that white bitch.
Latour, he was French,
and she, you know what I mean, she ain't shit.
You could at least said that. The Latours were French. You're a DuPont.
I'm related to the
French dude that came over here.
I'm related to the first white man, and my grandmother with a native last name.
Whoa.
Which indicates that, man, the first white man in my family.
You're saying white man too much.
Like a non-native.
European. Just say European.
Just say European.
Mm.
Is that better?
Mm.
Anyways, the first right man. The first right man.
Where's your tray? Right there.
That's okay.
I didn't need to hit your code.
That's okay.
All right, let's fire up this little doohicker.
Yeah. Man.
Was this a bonus?
What's that?
We just smoked another one. This was the leftovers.
Oh, oh, yeah, and that happens.
Yeah, I call them bullets.
Just a little.
At work sometimes.
I roll mine full size, but they're just smaller. I call them pinners.
When I was at the refinery, man, I'd roll them up and I'd filter when I was on the dock because you can't have them for a long time, but you get a good watch from the dock of the people coming and you can smoke them outside under the pipeway. And just filter both sides, man. Cut the hoot right in half, man. Make 2 little bullets, man. Look up a 5 hoot hits.
Like a little like a couple bangers.
Yeah, just like 4 puffs. Throw the roach into the water, man.
Yeah. We used to do that too at the refinery. Just you look around, the wind just right. You know what's
Porta
going
potty
on.
in the wintertime, man. You're looking at the screen.
You're lingering after break, like a few minutes
Those
after
pens
break.
were deadly for that.
Yeah, this is pre-pens. This is
Way
like,
pre-pens.
This is like smoking the weed, the devil's lettuce. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're out here making a salad and no one even knows we're fucking not fucking omnivores. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're doing salad shit. Smoking the fucking weed right on the fucking... And they don't like on the job site, they don't like that.
Yeah, no. But you can get drunk, go to bed for an hour, and then come to work. And
that's it. It's a thing. Like,
that's perfectly acceptable.
You could do... You can't...
God forbid the guy smoked a hoot 2 days ago.
You can't smoke weed that makes you relax and, like, I don't know, make a movie interesting.
Make you not want to kill your coworkers.
Yeah. You can't do that. But what? You can drink your face off, drive drunk home, maybe hit a deer or a small child, and then you're okay for work tomorrow. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. That's why they all drive big trucks.
You know what I mean? Like weeds like...
It's getting there, though, man. Think how far it's coming, like, just like fucking even 10 years.
Man. I'm Deadpool 420. I'm like a weed activist. Even though, because of weed, I don't activate at all. Just because it's like, oh, man, I just smoked weed. Like, I don't even want to do anything. Like, But you do snack a lot. But when
I smoke weed to do a lot, man. I have a lot of fucking, like, space out zone other things to do all my life. Pretty boring stuff to most people.
No, you're right. Sometimes, it's been rare for me where I smoke weed and I'm, like, super productive. You're like, you smoke yours and you're like, dishes, do this. Check this little thing off the list. Check this little thing off the list.
Thing is you have to get ready to do the thing that you want to do. Smoke weed right before you do it. You can't say, I'm going to smoke weed, then do this. Because if you smoke weed, you're not going to get ready at all. But if, like, if you were going to fucking...
Mm-hmm.
Go play pool or whatever. If I'm like debating on whether or not to go play pool, I go sit in the car and I smoke a hoot in the driveway, and then I go up the street and I play pool. If I'm just laying in my underwear on the couch and I smoke a hoot, I am not getting off the couch, getting dressed, and going to play pool.
Yeah, zero plan with a joint turns into a zero plan.
Yeah, I don't have to put anything back. I can just keep laying there.
That's what I found crazy about. Like, wait, man, I'm good on that. When I was laid off. And I was laid off for a while on a few occasions, and also hurt on a few occasions. You're smoking weed, and fucking, I could lose track of time. Like, I could smoke a few joints, not even watch TV, not even watch an episode of anything, not even really accomplish anything, and next thing you know, it's like 8 hours later, and I didn't do anything. And then the next day is a repeat of that. And I'm not even getting drunk. I'm just getting high. Just kind of looking around, moving around. Like, I'm not even sitting down or napping. I'm just, like, wasting 8 hours easily on weed. Just by being stoned and being in, like, man, I'm stoned. My brain is, like, enjoying not doing anything, and I would do like 8 hours of nothing. You know what I mean?
I'm trying to avoid watching things or watching anything that's like too stupid. Like, even if it's good, if it's kind of dumb and it's not like fucking, if it's not sparking my brain in any way, shape, or form, I'm not watching it anymore. I'm trying to get away from it, man, because people are getting dumber and dumber and dumber, man.
Oh, yes, Tate. I do have a question for you. Wasn't the other time you're like, you should watch a new South Park movie?
South Park's not dumb though. South
Well,
Park
you're not
episodes are
learning anything from it.
No, but it's fucking.
I'm
it's
an
only
adult.
saying something.
I'm an adult.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm almost too grown for
it's-
cartoons.
Okay, South Park's more intellectually stimulating than fucking like most other cartoons, man. Like it's usually addressing something that's really going on.
It's very,
And the parody, the
very
comedy's
clever,
the comedy's
very sharp.
I love comedy, and the comedy's clever. It's not like
It's very clever. It's very sharp. Yes, that's what South Park is. But man, you just like I rarely listen to stuff that I want that I don't learn from. You ain't learning shit from South Park.
I like comedy.
Yeah,
No,
I know
I
you
like
do.
comedy.
I know you do. I know.
Like I'm not gonna stop watching Family Guy or anything like that. I just mean like maybe like I'm not gonna watch reality shows anymore. Like fucking like that much.
I
I
never
still watch wrestling. I can't help that.
I've in my life I've watched a few seasons of South Park.
Yeah, but
Just because I moved in
you
the
don't even know
woods,
how good it is right now.
and
though,
I
man.
just had
It's
like the
crazy how good it
DVDs.
is.
No TVs, but the DVDs. So it's like, oh man, I watched season. I don't know.
No TV, but the
3,
DVDs.
4, 5. I watched 3, 4, 5 like a fucking like on repeat.
You didn't have cable, you mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I didn't have cable, so it was like
You saw what seasons?
I'm just guessing the
Like,
season. It was
Great early ones.
it was a 2-pack of seasons. Yeah, kind of early.
Yeah, man. Like the new. It's
This
been
would
on
have
forever,
been
man.
this would have been in 2000, the year 2000.
That's crazy, bro.
2000 or 2001, but yeah.
Some of those episodes are unwatchable, man, compared to what it is now. Now it's priceless, man. You cannot if you watch that and don't. I know you, and I know your sense of humor. It's genius.
I know.
Everything about it's genius.
You know what I watched that was fucking super amazing the other day that like fell off my radar, but even though it's on my radar, you know how I've been like saying about Shane Gillis is awesome? And I was like, oh man, his Guy Fieri thing. I think I showed you that. There's one, it's like an Uncle Daycare. That's even funnier. That's like a 20-minute sketch about
Who? Shane Gillis.
Yeah.
You like him more than I do.
It's like a 20-minute sketch about like where do uncles go in the daytime when their nieces are out to school, and it's like uncles doing like uncle stuff, and it's like a 20-minute sketch, and it was like awesome. I just watched it like
I listened to some. I
the
think I
other
might
night.
have heard like one of those jokes before because I listened to him.
It's not a joke, it's a whole like 20-minute sketch.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had it up on. I think I had it up on Spotify at work one day.
I don't think it works like that.
I think a stand up is on Spotify.
No, it's a sketch.
Oh, it's a sketch.
Yeah, it's a
Well, I
sketch.
think he has a stand up bit very similar to like uncles being like doing uncle shit and like
Okay.
something to do with uncles.
Maybe his first stand-up.
I don't know, I'd have to listen to it again, but maybe it's fine.
No, but there's
It could have
like
been a YouTube
like
video.
it's
Oh, it wasn't
it's
a
like
skit though. It was a stand up bit.
WLG, like man, thanks for sticking around. Like like technically, like I know you're the only one watching, really, and
There's another person there.
yeah, there's another person now, but yeah, WLG is like been there,
Been there.
been there. Man, you ever heard about my Indian friend that does things twice? Been there, done that. Been there, done that. And that's not how the joke goes. The original joke is way better, but I couldn't think of it, so that's what I like. Shortcut it to the punchline. Been there, done that. The punchline was that. Been there, done that.
Wow, that's impressive. You really
Yeah.
butchered that.
No, I butchered it. I did.
That's fucking skillful.
Uh,
Oreos, man. Oreo ice cream, man. Fucking down here woofing. Are we hiding the Oreo ice cream down here,
no,
man?
that's a dry goods container at this point.
Comes down here and hides from the wife, man. Needs Oreo ice cream.
Yeah. And I also
It's
have...
like the cold room.
And I also have probably about 28, 29 golf balls in a bag, ready to go at any time. And take that as you will.
Pieces of taco.
And I don't golf. So take that as you will.
Yeah.
And I think that's a threat. Like, man, I could do with 28 golf balls. Couldn't I have 4 socks of 8 or whatever the math works out to? And just whaling like socks with golf balls. That will be your death and doom. Is just me like swinging like
Probably one good fucking sock with a
two
couple
golf
in
balls.
I'd only take one.
I would split it in 4, so
You
I'd have 2 on the go.
go.
And then, man, you're aren't you more athletic than me? Claims you, and he's like, grabs my sock with balls. Not definitely. I'm like badminton champion of the world, but anyways, he's more athletic than me, and he like are just by sheer fluke, like in real life would happen. He catches a sock with the golf balls, so boom, I got another backup one. That's why I would make 4 out of those, 2 sets of 2s. Like just to make sure you're dead. Like you could ball me the first time, but I got 2 more. Blah. It's almost like a cheat code. I just like game genied you.
I love how you all of a sudden just have like this skill to wield these fucking things to the point where it's like a person can't get at you.
I think a bag. I think a sock with golf balls in it.
Fucking sequence.
I think I could have a pattern going, like almost like I don't know if the goal is to keep you away or whatever.
What if the guy takes off his coat, throws his coat into those socks, and makes it so you can't swing them anymore?
Then I have 2 more. That's what I mean. I would make 4 out of that instead of just having 2 bigger ones.
What if he whips a beer bottle at your head, man?
What if you caught the first sock? Like I said, there's a lot of what ifs.
What if he hits you with the
I don't think he would catch that first sock.
What if the ref doesn't see him pull out the brass knucks, man, and he comes over with the big one?
A lot could happen, but I would be down, but there would be no real reason for him to do that.
Well, you're coming at him with golf balls and socks.
4
Anything
of them.
he does is justified.
4 of them.
It's
And man,
self-defense.
you know, as a biker, and you know how bikers have a reputation like, I'm a biker, and and like if they were to come down to that, guess what? If everyone's fighting and I have to, I'm gonna leave my helmet on. They're like, take your biker helmet off and you're fighting someone. I'll leave mine on. Guess what? I'm not getting brain damage in this fight. I'm just getting a broken rib or a leg, or maybe I'll win it because I'll headbutt him with my helmet. I'm leaving my helmet on. Like a non-fair fight's a non-fair fight. Like, dude might have a fucking sock full of golf balls. I don't know. I should leave my helmet on.
You're gonna feel everything though. Have you ever been knocked out before? It's pretty much the best way to lose a fight.
I've been knocked out.
True story, man.
Twice.
You see something coming at your head, man, then you wake up on the ground, man. It's as long as they don't keep going. But you'd have the helmet on. They wouldn't even know if you were knocked out, which you probably wouldn't be. And then they'd just be stomping you and booting you.
Oh,
and you keep moving, they'd be like, stop moving.
You mean because I'm not getting knocked out, I'm just going to get crippled?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean,
it'd be better to get knocked out. They're like, oh, he's knocked out. Like, get time out, game over.
But it's a small risk. You might hit your head and die.
So leave it on. I don't know what you're saying. Like, are you saying it's a good move? It's a
coin toss, man. Life's a gamble.
You saying it's a good move or not? Like, I don't know.
I wouldn't. I'd try to fight, right? And the helmet would limit my range of view.
Pretty hairy. You could take it off and wield it around like if it was a sock of golf balls. You know what I mean?
Or you're prepared enough to have a sock with golf balls in it in this situation, but you don't have a knife. Or
my knife is really, really small. Like, I'm into small knives. Are you noticing it needs to be sewn?
It needs to be resewn.
Yeah. Call me out on a non-super pimp jacket like it seems super pimp to everyone, but yeah. This jacket has a flaw. Man. Yeah, it could be.
That's where the horns go. He's just not wearing them.
It's so warm. It's like premeditated armpit vents.
War horns.
And where's it? In the back? Is it on camera now?
Yep.
Is the hole on camera?
It is.
And that could get sewn very easily.
Very easily. And the flaps, and all you gotta do is turn it inside out and do a sew job.
It's fur. You could sew that with dental floss or fucking
even thread
or fishing line or whatever. Just because it's like it'll just hide in it. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, You could do a sloppy doobie and then be fucking easy peasy. You know what I mean?
I don't know what sloppy doozy is.
I don't know either. I don't know. Those are probably not legit like some terms.
Doing up a sleeve easy.
But
Up in the easy.
everyone born in fucking what mid-90s and earlier, people think there's candy in here. People our age know there's sewing supplies. Like, you know what I mean?
Those
like
are cookies. Oh, you mean from Nan?
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Nan house, yeah.
You
Buttons. My Nan kept buttons in them.
You see that old cookie tin? It's like, cookies. No, it's like threads and needles or some kind of grandma bullshit in there.
Yeah, they're the cookies that have the doilies around them and shit.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The dry fuckers.
They're good, man.
Look at the side. Look at the side.
Man. Yeah,
look
good.
at that.
Oh yeah, they're good.
That one's dry and shitty. That one's dry and shitty.
No, you got to dunk them all in milk.
That one's dry and shitty with some salt on it. That one's dry and shitty. That one's dry and shitty.
Man, those are milk cookies, bud.
Yeah, maybe with milk. Okay.
Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, honk, and it's the best.
Okay.
Can't do that with an Oreo; they'll break usually. You can't do it with a Chip Ahoy; they'll break.
I'm a cookie. I'm horrible by myself. I need you to buy something else for me to be enjoyable, like milk.
Well, taste is
like, you know what I mean? Like,
subjective,
dude,
man.
That's a shitty cookie. You know what a cookie should be good? Alone as a cookie.
Taste is subjective.
I do like dunking my cookies in milk. Like, I'm not taking that away from you, but man,
they go together.
Those are shitty cookies.
Like peas and cats.
Those are shitty cookies. Like dry, like crunch, and then like sometimes
they're not as bad.
Sometimes when you like bite wrong into it, you'll have to it's like catch the crumbs off your chin.
Yeah, never any cookies in those.
You have to catch the cookies and crumbs off your chin because they're so fucking shitty and dry.
They're not as bad as that ribbon candy shit.
Oh yeah. You almost need like a chisel.
I hate. Yeah, it all gets stuck together. You can grab like 3 of them and lift out the whole.
You need a chisel just to get one out.
Get the candy chisel.
Yeah.
Like a little wrench like this, you're just prying off the individual pieces.
I just know something cool. It was in my brother's shed, and it's been mine for a while. But I just see now. This is cool as fuck. And this,
it's all junk.
It's not all junk. This right here, and look. It has a hole for like a fucking. You put a broomstick in it.
He's a fucking hole.
But it's not a broomstick. It'd be like a wooden broomstick.
Sling it out over the fire, over like your little tripod stick.
This is the fucking
hobo pot.
No, it's a melting pot. This is a fucking melting pot to do like foundry stuff. Like I could melt pop cans in this and pour it out with a wooden broomstick. And this.
What do they call those?
It's like an ammo inside, like
crucible.
It's a crucible for real, for lower temperature metals.
Look like a crucible.
Man, dude, this is a heavy iron. It's got enamel on the inside. It's got a fucking thing. This is like a put in a kiln, pick it up, take it apart, right?
I think that's where the broom handle goes. For making your stew. Your stew when you're on the road.
Well, no,
I don't want to hold it. Get tetanus shot. I need a tetanus shot.
Whatever. Like, you're telling me I don't know the own history of my item? Oh, my item, I don't know? And you don't know, but you're like, no, I don't. Instead of you saying I don't know, won't you tell me what it is?
I just did. It's a hobo stew pot.
It's not a
hobo stew pot.
Yeah, whatever. No, it's for like
stew.
It's for meltings. It's for meltings purposings.
Dead Poop Village Roadshow. That's right. He travels in like one of those what are they called? Like those wagons that like the gypsies travel around.
Gypsy wagons.
Yeah, gypsy wagon, yeah.
Yeah. And then I have like this like some kind of theme song like near.
Gay bow bow.
It's like Fred Penner's Place. Near.
Fred Penner's Place. It was the other day. It was the anniversary of the first day Mr. Dressup aired on TV.
I saw that.
A beloved Canadian hero.
He did, right?
He did.
He did, right?
He did. Dude.
Well, that's too bad.
I assume.
I think so.
He was old when we were.
Well, yeah, he was like.
He was an old man when he was around when our fucking parents were kids. Man.
You swing that open, could you? Or like.
Yes, dear.
Just to get some fucking airflow through here. I know it's gonna be cold, or if you want.
I don't care, buddy. It's fine. Man.
If you want, you want my jacket.
No.
You wanna.
I'm looking to see if Mr. Dressup's dead.
You wanna feel 5 dead animals and another man's warmth.
No, thank you.
All in one jacket.
Yeah, he died in 2001. He been dead a while.
Oh yeah, some bitch be gone. Dead. Shit. Wasn't there a thing about the Imperial Theater?
I went there. I went there. There was 2 little toys that they sold there at the time. That were like these books that opened up and they had.
You went to Mr. Dress Up Imperial Theater?
Yeah, me and my sister did. My mom took us.
Oh yeah.
I got a circus book, and my sister got a zoo book, and it had like animals you could take off the side and then put anywhere in the zoo you wanted.
I bet you it was a well planned out show. It was good. You liked it?
There was tons of kids there.
No doubt.
That would have been like fucking 90 or something, or actually probably earlier than that. Maybe.
I brought the kids, or I seen a couple things. It was like, what is it like? Under the Sea.
Little Mermaid.
Yeah, a Little Mermaid play at the Imperial, because it was like Jen's friend that was in it, one of the actors. We brought the whole family because it was kid related too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, like fucking, I don't know. It's a good time.
Wasn't bad.
Wasn't bad.
Was it long?
Yeah, it was long. Wasn't bad.
You know what creeped me out as a kid, man? Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, man.
Oh, okay, yes, that's what I was gonna say. It's comparable to Mr. Dress Up, where it's
5
like
Dead Animals and Another Man's Warmth by Quentin Tarantino.
There, yeah, that's what I mean. Like, man, you can either wear this jacket, or you can fuck on top of it, like if it was a rug. That's what this jacket can do. And then, if it is a crime scene, guess what happens? They're looking for like 7 DNAs. Mine, hers, and 5 of these animals.
That's how like fucking those.
Oh, whose hair is that? No, that's a fucking coyote hair.
That's
a
how
coyote
cryptid stories
hair.
get started. No, man, I see him running on 2 feet, man.
Yeah,
Like,
just like
people like you creeping in people's windows and shit, and then running into the woods. Man, he was like a fucking little gargoyle, man, running with fire.
Yeah, it was a young Bigfoot.
Yeah.
It was a young Bigfoot.
Yeah.
I saw a young Bigfoot in the bushes looking at me in my bathroom.
Yeah.
And
How
then,
tall was he? He was only this big, though. It must have been a baby.
And then it's like, oh man, we caught him on camera. And you know what I have to say? Wasn't me. Oh
Yeah.
no, but we saw him. Wasn't me. Got me on the shoulder. Wasn't me. And also we got you on the can. Wasn't me. You know, baby Bigfoot in the bushes, creeping. And man, I have a stepladder in the back of my car at all times. For real.
But what's that relevant to?
Not for creeping in windows if the windows are taller than I am. But it's in my car at all times. It's mainly for painting purposes and at work.
Like you brought it up like it was like an added bonus that like, hey.
Like I could.
Hey, if you're,
If I was to ever into
if you really want to get this going, man, I got the fucking.
If I ever were to be creepy, I have the tools to do it. Yeah, I have the tools to do it, like, on me, in my car. Like, man, I could... Oh, your window's 10 feet up? I'm 5'6", with a 3-foot step ladder. I'm halfway up your windowsill. Like, you know what I mean? Like, God forbid you leave that unlocked. I'm inside. I'm goddamn inside. And also, while I'm in there, give me all your money and put all the money in the bag. Put all the goddamn money in the bag.
You'd be identified super quick.
Yeah, they're like, who was it? Oh, it's a guy in their 5 dead animal fur coats. God damn it. I'm the only one with that around.
She murdered by 5 coyotes and a rare hybrid zebra, according to WLG.
Yeah, that zebra coat. It was like a fucking zebra coat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, be all over fucking YouTube in 1 year. Fucking.
I told you the fur guy was like recognizing this, and then you didn't recognize this. And then,
to a layman, it all looks very similar.
oh, it's not similar at all. There's
So
multiple animals.
Yeah, but to say you don't recognize one of those animals, chances are, in my opinion, is probably one of the other 4.
No, he recognized this. Like he knew this. I was like, oh, I think that's it looks like it was brown enough. I was like, is that fox? He's like, no, that's coyote.
How old is this fur
You
guy?
got a goddamn coyote coat.
How old is this fur guy, man?
You got a
He does not
goddamn
give a shit.
coyote coat. What?
Is it the fur guy I know?
Steve Belding. He's
Oh,
not. He's not a fur guy. I know Trapper Dan and all this and that. I'll ask Trapper Dan. But
was gonna say, if he
Steve
doesn't know,
also
man, it's-
traps.
I found it hard
He
to believe.
traps fur. Like this guy, like, no, sir. Like he's touched dead animals before.
Yeah, but he also has
And then he
about
touched me.
0 give a fucks.
Steve Belding?
Yeah. So if
He
he just
does.
didn't feel like having
Man,
a conversation,
he
he would have
definitely,
just said, I don't
yeah,
know.
you're right. Sometimes I talk to him, he just walks right in front of me.
He's a fisherman from
Right away from me.
in like a smaller community, man, outside of St. John. And those people are all just real like,
Yeah. So sometimes
like
this
real easy going, like so laid back and easy going.
this guy don't give a fuck. Sometimes I'm like, oh man, like what do you think about
they're all
that?
fucking
And then he
rich.
just, what? Hey man, like we were already talking. He's like, what do you think about? And he just turns away and walks away. Like fucking, he gone.
Yeah.
You don't even care. You don't even. He's done with
Lobster
you.
fisherman.
He's
man.
done with me. He's done with me. He's heard enough.
Yeah.
He's done.
Yeah, you better start asking him questions about boats and fucking fishing real quick. Or he gone.
No, sometimes I'm on his topic zone, but yeah, he
He
still
likes
walks
poker
away.
though a lot. That's where I know him from.
Oh yeah, he pokers.
Yeah, I mean, we get anytime I play he's in a lot of the same games or circles of people that I play in,
Yeah.
and we end up sitting like it's like like I've always said, Jesus fuck, every time I play, man, you're to my right.
Oh, he happens to be on the same table as you.
Yeah,
Is he? And he's good.
I don't know, he's hard to read, man,
Is he? Yeah.
and he's loaded, so he just, and if it's for like, if there's like at Shooters, for example, if they do like a charity benefit for somebody's like a softball team or something like that, like a poker game,
Yeah.
then he knows it's for charity, and if there's rebuys for the first hour, he just goes crazy and he'll call anything, man, because he's like, whatever, I'll just rebuy back in, it's for charity, right? So it's a good thing if you're playing, if you have a charity game or something like that, man, you 100% want him playing.
Oh, he's generous. Like
He's a good player, man.
Like,
You can't
for real,
read him
for real?
because he's just like fucking so laid back and
here's
chill,
here's
man.
a true fact about him. This is a true fact. True fact. When he wins the book, and he gives half to the bartendress.
I believe it, man. Well, the guy's, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure he does very well. He did
Like
very
there's
well in
a
life, man.
book signing at the bar, and this guy's, oh man, this guy's a trapper. He's at this. He's an old dude. He's a rough and tumble old dude. And man, when he wins the book that everyone hopes to win for, that I believe this amount could change my life. This $600 to $1,500 could change my life. When this guy wins, he just gives half to the bartendress right off the hop. Like
Bartender.
almost bartendress.
I don't think they like that.
I think times are changed where it's like, isn't it a his, her, they, them, their, this, that? So I'm proper pronouncing the person I'm saying. I'm
The
not
proper
saying
term is bar wench.
I'm not saying the bartenderette. And that's a it, him, them, it, them, her. The bartender, it. It's a bartenderess, which would almost indicate that this lady could be female or identify as one.
And or as one.
You know what I mean? Like, You gotta be so fucking careful nowadays. Like, my daughters are gay. One time I heard a conversation around Christmas, and I was like, you're gonna go to to PI University, and the other cousin was already there. It's like, oh, you're gonna be around your people, the gays. And I just heard that, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah. And she does play a lot of softball, and my other younger daughter does play a lot of softball and do softball stuff. And I don't know if that's an indication or whatever. But then I'm like, talk to the wife. I'm like, man, I heard this and that. She's like, yeah, she is gay. And also, your younger daughter is too. And then I was like, yeah, okay. That's why she has like rainbow flags in her room. I just thought she was like really nice and inclusive. But yeah, it makes sense, the rainbow flags that she had in her room too, right? And I'm not saying it's a phase. I don't care if it's a phase or not. But I don't have to worry about like teenage pregnancy. I don't have to worry about this and that. And man, I don't blame them. Like, teenage boys are weird and gross.
You're not supposed to like them.
They're fucking nose picker, fucking loud farters, smelly son of a guns that don't have fucking know what the fucking's going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, good for them. And I agree. Like, you know what I mean? When I was her age, I was like, yeah, girls are fucking nice. Like, you know what I mean? Like, girls are, yeah. Like, and then, I don't know, eventually, I don't know, maybe my branch of my lineage name, I'm losing the name because, no one takes the girl's name. But, like, if I get an offspring from my daughters from it, that would be cool. But as gays, two gays don't make a child. So I'm hoping, like, I don't know, eventually one of them kind of like breaks and makes a child, just to keep the branch going. Do you know what I mean? Like, just about a branch.
Sure.
And I've never talked to you about that. Like,
yes. Weird surgery.
Your brother has a kid? All right. So you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just like to see the family tree have a branch.
I won't change subject.
All right.
Where'd my lighter go? You see it?
But anyways, I get it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I get it. Like, I don't know if you mean that or just some sensitive to you, but I get it. What are these?
Vintage shades by the looks of her.
I don't know.
Put those on, man. You look like Duck Dynasty.
These are like just fucking
ZZ Top.
Cheapies. Some cheapy leave behinds.
That's why I called them vintage.
Oh, sorry, I'm blocking you. Oh.
If you ever get famous, is that what your look will be?
I don't know. I think I would have a lot more gold chains
that.
on. It'd be similar to... Oh, shit. Oh, I gotta take the glasses out because they're cheap. I have a bad back. You took advantage of my...
Oh, my God. Right to the bad back.
You took advantage of my slow bend over to make a joke.
Right to the bad back.
You took advantage of my slow bend over because of my bad back. To what? To make a joke?
Pump mode, man.
Man, people like you make me sick.
I didn't even touch
you make me sick.
I didn't lay one hand on you.
I'm a disabled man.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And he's like, what? Make it... Making fun of the disabled? You might as well just said the hard R there, bro. You know what I mean? Hard R with a high H. Goddamn retard handicap.
Hey man, I'm a retard.
No, you're not.
He just called me one, guys. He's hurting my feelings. He's bullying.
No, I didn't even call him anything. I whispered something really nice in his ear.
We used to call my uncle one. He did not like it.
No, I couldn't see that.
In his defense, he was capable of beating my living face in.
When I was a school bus driver, I did not stand for kids using the R word.
No, man, it's a mean word. If it intents everything, man. Intents everything. If you're saying it to, like Michael Scott says it the best on The Office. He's like, you don't never call a retarded person a retard. You call your friends retarded when they're a retard when they're acting retarded.
You can't use the R word unless you're fucking an adult with a bunch of the boys after a few beers. That's the only time where I can use the hard R. And besides that, in the school bus, you don't. In the real world, you shouldn't. Around normal people, no.
No, it's to be used in small groups of 3 to 4 men in private. When their friend says something really stupid and you want to make the other 2 laugh, you call that fourth one a retard, and then the other 2 laugh at him.
Yeah.
That's when it's acceptable to use.
Theo Vaughn once said, he doesn't say the N-word.
He's a beautiful mind.
Theo Vaughn once said, he's like, I don't say the N-word, but sometimes, no, I'm good. Sometimes to get it out of my system, I write it down a few times. I thought that was oh man, that's fucking, that's perfect. Isn't that fucking so fucking perfect?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah. Deadpool full pump mode.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
If you were born in the early 80s, grew up in the 90s, you've got a retard pass.
That's fair. If somebody says that word now and they're young, and they're 20,
it meant different. It meant something different. Where do you think the word radical came from? From people saying it, oh man, that's fucking retarded, and they're like, we can't say that. We'll change that to radical. Radical don't mean nothing. They got radical from oh man, that's radical fucking retarded. I think radical comes from retarded.
No, radicals think about he's a radical vegan. He's radical about it. He's
it's based off a real word. It is a real word.
Yeah, radical.
I thought it was based off retarded.
Well, even when people say
it's not based off retarded.
No.
I thought it was. My bad.
What was the word again?
Radical.
You thought that was retarded?
I thought that was based off retarded because back in the day, we used to say, because that came out in the 90s.
Oh, I didn't know what you were going with.
Radical came out in the 90s.
Yeah, I refuse to update my words. Me too. I can't be bothered.
Radical came out in the 90s. And man, in the 90s, oh man, what a crazy jump on that skateboard. That was retarded. And it's that turned to radical because you can't say retarded. But you say radical.
Radical would never be used in the same sentence that retarded would be used in, though. They're not used interchangeably, so how could
Isn't radical one piece of a circle?
That's a radius.
Radical, yeah, it is. I know it is, but I thought that'd be a good soundbite. I know what a fucking radius is. Of course it's one piece of a circle.
What piece?
It's a one piece from the middle that goes to the side one time. Not even the full fucking diameter.
One time. Goes to the side one time.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know exactly what the circle be doing.
Radical was 80s.
What? You testing my circle knowledge here, brother? Like,
There's
man,
other like
shit.
weird ones like that too. Like,
Circumference. A fucking circumference the shit out of the radical right around the diameter
it'll be
of
the
it.
same as righteous, man. People say righteous and shit, and they mean like cool, but it's like righteous was also a word before that meant something else.
Oh, is righteous based off retarded? Man,
No,
that's
nothing's
righteous,
based off
dude.
retarded, man.
I think so. I think
No.
it's like almost like, man, people
You're
said
crazy,
it.
man. Your knowledge of words.
It's like fucking
Lack of
frig.
knowledge.
It's like fucking frig. You know how everyone says fuck and it turns to frig? It's almost
No.
like, oh man, that's
Frig is
retarded, and it turned into radical.
Frig's a
That's
real word.
retard. That turned into like, do you know what I mean? It's like fucking frig. It's like a derivative. It's like the lesser, better, more acceptable. You might even be able to say this around the dinner table because it's a dulled down swear word. Everyone's okay with the first one because they heard it all the time, you know. But the duller one, you can say it at the dinner table.
Frig. My mom used to get mad if I
Frig.
said. My mom used to get mad if I said any word in replaced of the actual swear word. It was the intent of what I was doing that she would punish.
You're doing too much.
She was a strictie. She wasn't letting you slip anything by her.
Dude,
Wasn't having it.
dude, are we brothers? Because it sounds like we have the same mother.
I think that's just a lot
Because
of
my
fucking-
mom was like,
It's a lot
like
of moms that had to deal with people.
no
our age.
hat at the supper table, like no swearing. Like, man, I couldn't even imagine
The no hat at the table was
swearing
a big
around.
one.
I couldn't even imagine swearing around my mom. Like that's like a no go.
No shoes in your house? I wear the shoes in the house a lot just because my mom never let you, and my nan always did.
How do you get a pass to do that? I couldn't see you getting a pass.
I
If your
usually-
mom says no shoes, you're what, in with shoes?
Well, now I have my own house, so I get to wear shoes in my own house.
Do you have an indoor set? Or your outdoors indoor?
I have an indoor set.
Yeah. I have a pair
Mostly slippers at this time of year.
I have Crocs. I have Crocs with
I
the fur.
refuse to wear those.
They're tie-dye
Oh, wait.
Crocs with the fur.
WLG's got something to say. In Florida, we don't have snow or hills, but we have culverts. We used to put straps on skateboard decks and Florida snowboard on the grass. The older guys back then would say radical maneuver. As we dropped in and tried to do the tricks riding down the grass culverts. What's a culvert? Is that the thing on the side of the highways and shit? Is that like
I think so.
water draining shit?
Like a
I should know that. I just
like
can't
a
think of
water half pipe
Yeah.
type of shit. Is
Right.
that what you're thinking?
it. Yeah,
That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like a water
Yeah.
half pipe.
yeah, that's what it is. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
that's pretty neat.
Yeah,
I've seen fucking videos.
Man,
in
what'd
Las
you
Vegas,
say?
is it they do it on
that's
sand?
retarded.
Don't they do it on sand somewhere, like in the deserts?
Oh yeah, you can snowboard on sand. They do that. They do some of that.
We grew up where there's snow, and I never snowboarded really. I did up here on the little hill a little bit, but not much. Somebody always fell and hurt the tailbone, and then it was game over.
I did it at Poli once, and man, you know what I did? I did one of these. I was like, na 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 na, and I'm coming in.
Are you the cigarette pack?
Yeah, my board's a cigarette pack. I'm comfortable turning this way. Boom, because I'm like stepping in, right? Boom. Was I comfortable turning the other direction? Hell no. I would fall and hurt myself. So if I wanted to go this direction, I would do a full
Excuse
like
me.
180, 186 degrees and eventually curve myself over to that direction.
186 degrees.
Yeah. Like I could only turn right. So to turn left, I would turn right a lot till I in the zone where I could have easily turned left.
So you
But I
made it
didn't.
180 degrees, and then you
Yeah,
just
like,
added that
you
extra
know,
6
Yeah. Yeah. Rings. Like, you know what I mean?
ranks.
Instead of like if I want to go there, I can only turn like this way on my like toe feet on a snowboard. I would have to go and then go that way. I could only
That's
turn
360 degrees. Huh?
well, it's like
You spun all the way around the circle.
yeah, almost a circle, but where I stop where I have to turn left. Even though I'm turning like hard right or
It
whatever.
sounds like you don't know how to snowboard.
I don't. And then I was like, I traded the snowboard for the skis.
Yeah, 180 plus 6. Yeah.
No, I traded the like before the day was done. I traded the snowboard for like skis. and on skis. I'm a goddamn Andre Agassi of fucking skis.
Don't see the point.
And he's a tennis player.
He is, but he's probably good at skiing.
He's probably good at. That's what I mean. Like I'm probably as good as he is. Like, you know what I mean? I do double diamonds. I do
No, you
double
don't, do
diamonds.
you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were just bullshitting. I didn't think you were good at stuff.
Oh no, man. I'm great. Man, I'm great at skiing. Like I lived out west.
And badminton.
Best regionally in technically the best in St. John in my age group at that time. Like in the years of you know what I mean?
The years of old.
1998, 1999. I was the best badminton player in St. John. For real. And then in regionals, I got fourth. Like,
What's
you know what I mean?
regionals?
Just regionals is like, I don't know, Moncton area comes in now. I'm the best in St. John. Now regionals like Moncton comes in, Edmonton comes in, the other like
Not like the districts, or you did the districts, then you did the city and districts.
It's all through schools. It's like school stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? It's not like districts.
It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm an athlete, and when I go to physiotherapy,
oh my,
when my physio guy like oils me down and like rubs my back a little bit, he's like, "Oh man, you have a lot of tense muscles." I'm like, "Yeah." He recognized my ass ethnicity.
He was just wondering if you wanted a massage, man. That's all he was wondering. He wanted to give you a massage.
He doesn't even ask anymore.
Yeah, because you never accepted any of his advances.
No.
You could have got a free massage.
I've been getting it.
Some guys coming up to you and telling you look like you have tense muscles.
No, my physiotherapist.
Oh. I have to stay away from dangerous shit. I quit surfing because I will be the guy half eaten by a shark. I'd never go in any waters where a shark was even a possibility to see a shark.
There actually, I saw a shark out here in the river for real.
We're out around here for sure, man.
But
I wouldn't even debate that. It's
but I'm like Tait. I'm like Tait.
Anywhere.
You know what sounds awesome to me? You know what sounds fun to me? A cruise ship. You know what sounds terrifying to me? Also a cruise ship.
I'd never get on one.
Exactly.
Never.
It sounds fun, but isn't it terrifying? Would be?
I'd never fly across the ocean. Never.
Imagine on a ship for hours when you look around and it's just like open water. You can't even see land.
I need to be going down a coast, so if we're starting to go down, we can divert to another airport.
Yeah, if this ship
no sea land.
If this ship is going down and you don't see any land, you're like, what direction am I even swimming to? Like, you know what I mean?
Like, if we're going down in the ocean, I want a nosedive, man. You better put that thing face first. If I survive enough to float in water, I'll find you and drown you myself.
I will have to bring enough items to kill myself. Because, man,
did you ever watch those fucking footage of
like, what is it? Like 190
sinking?
days on the ocean, free floating. Like, I'm not fit for that. I'm not made for that, dude. I'm not made for that.
Well,
I know I could.
No one. Yeah,
I could make a few extra days.
Water,
like,
man.
Oh, the skinny fella, he'd be like, I'm hungry.
How do they do that anyway, man? They need water. How do they do that? How do they stay out there so long? In Life of Pi, how'd that kid stay out there so long?
All right, here's someone we haven't talked about in forever. Remember Riku?
Yeah.
Remember how it was like during COVID and he was like preparing himself and he was like drinking his own urine.
He's still underground.
I've never heard hides or tell of him. Like, he's still underground. But remember him?
Yeah.
In a boat, like we're still talking about like a cruise ship. You're on a boat. You'd have to drink your urine. You can't drink the fucking ocean water. If you're fucking, you'd have to like save your urine.
That's not a long-term solution, though.
Didn't that just buy you an extra few days or something days? I don't know how urine today to life survival math works.
I mean, yeah, if you're gonna end up inevitably
Like hardcore.
dying of thirst, yeah,
Hardcore.
a drinker, yeah, they get
Yeah.
a couple more days and then die, sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, you could get picked up in those couple days for sure. But I mean,
Man.
I don't think that's necessarily the thing you gotta
Oh man.
prepare for. I don't think your body gets better at processing.
I just
piss.
thought of something weird, gay, awesome that could save our
Whoa,
lives.
those three, what's that?
Okay. While we're on this lifeboat in the middle of the sea, it's hot as fuck. I'm licking your sweat. That's where I get water
It's all
also,
salt, man.
and we save
it's
the
all-
urine also.
It's all salt, buddy, man. It's drying you out.
This,
as you're getting
this,
it.
and this.
No,
Like, you know what I
it's
mean?
drying you out more than
I'm
you're
getting every
hydrated from.
drop. I don't know.
You're dehydrating yourself more than you're getting from it.
If we're on a boat and they vote me team captain,
Hey, you're not licking me to death. You're the saliva that
I'm
you're
voting
licking off.
that we are do it if I'm voted team captain of this life raft.
Man, I'm killing you and drinking your blood before you're.
Why?
fucking
Because
drinking
you don't
my
want me to
fucking
lick your
sweat.
forehead.
Yeah, man.
It's not even
What do you
like
got
that.
in
I'm
there,
not
about
even gonna look
fucking
you in the eyes.
eight
I'm not even gonna look you in the eyes or
You got
nothing.
about 8 quarts in there, man. That get me a couple
I'm not
weeks.
even gonna look you in the eyes or nothing. It's just like, oh man, is that
Water it down.
liquids on your forehead? Like it's survival.
You're all delirious in the boat.
It's just survival.
That would probably be hilarious though. Like
You
5
know what I
days,
mean?
5 days in to say that. Or
Like you're sweating. It's like, oh man, it's like what? Is that
Man,
liquids on your
have
forehead?
you ever seen the videos of people that are out there, man? The sun's been baking
Thank you
them
for cracking, dude.
The sun's been baking them for 5 days. Man.
Yeah,
That's
just
sweat on your
sweat.
forehead.
Mm,
It's like, what are you doing? Fuck, that would be so fucked. I don't know.
I'd like to think.
It just sucks water. Oh man, that's just the worst death ever. I could have nightmares about that, man. I don't even want to think about that too much. I might have a nightmare where I fall into the water or something.
Oh man, I would unalive myself so quick. Well, no, I wouldn't. I would be like, I'd eat someone first. Like, you know what I mean? If there's a bunch of us, if it comes down to that, like, we'll do that. Like the lessest coolest guy. But
As long as you're the one who brings it up, I mean, chances are they're not going to eat the one who brings it up, right?
we get to drink their
Get
blood.
yourself on the
We get to
committee
drink
early
the
on.
blood. That's liquid, and then we get to eat the meat, and then
And drink the pregnant women's milk.
like that just bought us what, an extra week. If we kill one guy, that buys us
Blood
a
milk
week.
butter.
So then, as president, I'm like 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Oh fuck, we
Like-
could go on indefinitely.
So then, at one point, I see land. I'm like, no. I know a good, better spot, and we just go sailing for a little longer because I got another few weeks of people that I want to eat. You know what I mean? 1, 2.
Yeah. Yeah, tell us what happened there. If you say you almost got half eaten.
Who? What?
That guy who got half eaten, he's going to tell us how he almost got half eaten.
Oh,
Was he trying to fuck with it? Were you fucking with it?
bro, for real. I've seen a dead body half eaten by a shark while surfing.
That's fucked up.
Man, that is. Boy, man. I've seen some bodies too in the river.
They're a crazy animal, man. Like, I'd love to be able to, like, be invisible in the water with them.
I'm so scared of them. Like, I wouldn't even want to touch on. Like, maybe, what, a shark cage? Like, I would step one, maybe shark cage.
Yeah, shark cage would be awesome.
Like a shark cage.
Like one that's at the top and at the bottom of a boat where the top's, like, out
exactly,
of the water.
exactly.
I'm not going hanging
Yeah,
down.
yeah. And when the big one
That's
shows
too
up.
crazy, man. Those, like, that infinite darkness all around you,
Yeah.
man, it's too crazy.
And when the big shark shows up, or like you're like, I'm out of here. Let me get out. Let me get out.
Did you see the, it's like an animation dramatization or whatever of what happened to that, was it the Titan submersible? When it went under the water, like it shows
No,
like
like
the
this is
time
what
lapse of it going
new
down.
information of it type of
Yeah,
shit.
it's basically like the recreation of what happened.
No.
At least they died quick, man. But it's a pretty cool little watch.
Do you want to? Is it short?
Yeah, it's pretty short.
You want to put it on? You want to?
Let's put it on.
Well, this is a fucking a death recreation submarine explosion implosion reaction video, right? And man, I just assume it like people were like, ah, damn, and then like crumps, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think I need to see a video to like make me like believe that it's gonna. It didn't go like, ah, shit, crumps, instant death, right away, crumps.
This is what the
Oh, is it what? Okay.
It's an implosion, right?
Wait. Yeah, that's what I was picturing. I think I saw something similar to that. But they put science in that. That's
No, this
like,
guy's a conspiracy, not this dude. I assume. I'm just guessing.
so that one was a science related, and yeah, that's what all we expected. Like
Yeah, for sure. It's just a
catastrophic.
visualization of something we all knew happened.
Just a catastrophic. But what like a what, a bablamo? Like a bablamo, or like a fucking castronkel? Or like a fucking like a crumple.
Oh, here he says, it was right in front of me, about 150 yards offshore, about 2 feet in front of me.
So you witnessed someone getting bitten
Did
half
you have
by
to-
the shark?
Did you have to drag it back?
Yeah.
Or did the shark have it?
Yeah, do tell. Like, I mean, like,
He's like, fuck, I never thought about dragging it back.
yeah. Yeah, like an accident right in front of your eyes, or you just saw the body float by. Like, man, like,
My friend and I went surfing on a nasty day in Satellite Beach. I was out, I was out there waiting for a wave, and a clenched fist popped up out of the water. Oof. Yabba dabba do.
yeah, right on, bro.
I would have fucking shat
Yeah.
and never went back in the water again. You don't go in the water no more, eh? I imagine after that shit.
I don't know, man. Like,
No,
a
that's gotta be.
a surfer's a surfer.
I would say it's more.
A surfer's a surfer.
They'd probably go. I don't know. I'd say you're right, but if it were me, I'd be more likely to go in if I got attacked, realizing the shark was just doing what it does, but seeing some fucked up shit while you're out there.
You ever heard about the fucking shark repellent shit that doesn't work?
The shark repellent bat spray.
It's not. Yeah.
Remember
From
that?
like the classic Batman, Adam West. No, it's something like almost like a sonar thing you put on you, and it's supposed to keep him away. But they tested it, and it's like, I don't know. It seems like it doesn't keep them away.
I thought it was my friend fucking with me, but then I saw her up on a wave about 300 yards west of me. Crazy.
So she was pre-eaten. You just saw like half of the body floating by.
Was it like a mace or something underwater? They just spray like a mace at it or something, but like a bear mace, but underwater.
No, it's like a fucking.
He probably knows he's a surfer. Is there like some shark repellent spray or whatever that you guys can use? We were the only ones
like
on the
pepper
beach.
spray,
Literally,
like
no
shark
one else
pepper
was
spray.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, is there
And do you
shark
still
pepper
surf?
spray? Yeah.
I think he said it earlier on though that he doesn't. Yeah, he says he quit surfing because it was. Yeah, he quit surfing because.
You want a seat? I have a little seat.
No,
I
keep
can
on
get
moving.
you.
My feet are a little bit cold, but
You want to shut that? Or just airing it out.
Sure.
Get some temperature back in here if you want. Just
just warm up the old footsies a little bit.
trying to keep the celebrity guests comfortable.
He says, "Hell no, shark repellent is a placebo." Yeah. It's
No,
like,
but
it's
isn't
like
there
a,
like that
it's like
sonar?
rattlesnake fucking cure. The guy's never gonna live to tell anybody it doesn't work. So,
Rattlesnake here. What are you talking
like
about?
like in the old Wild West, somebody got bit by a rattlesnake. They before they went out, they'd say, "Hey, I'll sell you this. If you get bit by a rattlesnake, you take it."
Snake oil,
Snake oil,
snake
yeah.
oil
Snake oil
salesman.
salesman,
Yeah.
So they're like, "Oh, sweet." They fucking go out, they get bit, they drink it, then they die anyways. They don't get to go back and go, "Hey, that guy lied." You know? They want to take a test. They test by biting. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I heard.
I'll
Is there any that like actually I've heard that they bite and they usually like don't like it and they let go, but is there like some out there that like they know for a fact like like man eaters, like Jaws and shit. Like fucking, don't go surfing today. We got to go find this fucking shark and kill him because he's on the
Yeah,
hunt for
what
fucking
kind of like
chicken.
you're out in those waters? What kind of shark do you think bit this fucking person in half?
Well, that's what he said. They just do a test bite, but a test bite from a shark can be devastating.
Like a test bite, like what the comparison, like
They
the
bite
bite
it, they
wounds?
shake it, then they're like, "Oh, there's
a
not enough.
test bite.
There's not enough fat on
I
this
know what
thing
you
to waste
mean,
my
like-
time with," and then they chuck
Like,
it. You know?
don't even want it.
Yeah,
That's not a seal.
it's too lean.
And man, I would in a black wetsuit, man, I would look very sealy.
We'd be like, yeah, it's like
You
we're
know
a
what I mean? I would
drumstick.
look
We're like a drumstick, and they're out there looking for breasts.
I don't know. I think I'd be fucking in a fucking in one of those like fucking surfer suits, the wetsuits. I'd be man. I think I would look like a tasty treat to a shark. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, man. If you were in like a fucking any sort of seal
like I'm like
colored suit,
like I'm like a sunfish. I'm like a
Oh,
fucking
man, you
seal.
wouldn't last.
I'm like a man. I'm a fucking.
did you ever watch that episode of fucking Mythbusters, man, where they were like, what you should do if a shark attacks you? And like they tested
Punch it
them.
in the nose or
One
something.
of them was punch it in the nose.
Yeah.
And there was another one though where it was like when it's coming, like this is like if you're scuba under the water and it's coming right at you. Yeah, if it's a shark attack on the surface, they say punch it. Yeah, you're supposed to like push it out of the way. So they tested that theory, and like it worked, but more and more sharks just kept coming, man. So it was like by the end of it, Buddy was like fucking some kung fu movie, like fucking Steven Seagal just smacking fucking sharks out of the way.
Yeah. That's funny.
It was wild. It's like, yeah, man, that's where you want to be. Like, I'm running out of oxygen here, and I'm fucking.
That's what I mean.
Patty cake with fucking sharks.
I'm not a fan of putting myself in any of that situation where there would be sharks.
Three Sky was black and gloomy, and we were surfing over a dangerous coral reef area. Yeah, they hang out there. Right?
All I'm picturing is like the Point Break movie with Keanu. You know what I mean?
With the 5-minute fall, parachute fall.
Yeah, and they're all like
No, it's not that
surfers, like with Keanu. Point Break. That's what
that was
I'm
awesome.
picturing.
And Patrick Swayze.
Yeah.
That was a good movie, man.
That was a great movie, dude.
I used to get my mom to rent that for me.
Wasn't
from Blockbuster
Anthony
back in the
Kiedis
day.
in it too?
I don't know a lot of actors' names. I'd have to look at another American.
No, like the guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers. He was like one of the crazy jumpers, like minimum rule,
maybe, I don't know.
minimum rule. I mean, it's a wicked movie, huh?
Yeah, it was deadly.
How you excited about the new Roadhouse?
I didn't look at anything about it, but after I was out, a clenched fist popped up out of the water, and I thought, okay, quit fucking with me. But then I knew it was real, and I jumped on the next wave that came and ate shit into the shore pound. I was lucky I didn't die on the coral reef. Yeah, man.
Oh, shit.
Stay out of those places.
Yeah. Sounds like you're like, I don't know, surfing in a sketchy spot. Like
ancestors were lucky enough to get out of there years ago, brother.
Yeah. You're like, holy shit, and then the locals like, oh man, you just surfed Dead Man's Cove.
Firmly on the ground.
Oh, you just surfed Dead Man's Cove.
Yeah.
Whoa, man.
Yeah. I'm just gonna head down the path of no return.
Yeah.
See you later.
You ever been to St. Martin's where you go to the extra caves?
No, I never went to any caves.
St. Martin's? The extra caves? You know about them, right?
Oh, I've seen pictures of them. Yeah, they're big, eh?
You never been to them?
No, I don't want to go.
All right, so
it's just a big dead end, though, isn't it?
In St. Martin's is like...
It's just a big dead end.
It's like ocean comes to it, and there's these big caves and this and that. Like two or three. And then around the bend, if you catch the fucking tide just right, you need to catch it just right, because, man, it's your doom. It's your doom. And the tide switch really quick. And you get there, and if you get trapped, and you will get trapped where the other cave is, and this cave is way cooler, there's like a fucking rope. Like, you know, a rope with knots, just to fucking almost pull yourself out of there.
Partridge Island used to have one of those to get onto it.
Yeah, like this is like bring yourself to safety. Like you're dying. You're dying.
This is the athlete. You can't climb up a rope, man.
No, I can get to it,
Just
but sometimes if the tide's bad, like you're gonna die. You're gonna die.
I found out later that day a dude on vacation was lost at the beach south where we were surfing, and I thought I saw part of him. Yeah, I quit surfing after that. Yeah, for sure. For sure. That's freaky.
Yeah, that would.
That being said, if there was like anything that I could do with zero risk and I knew I could do it good, surfing seems like it would be the most wild experience on the planet. To be out like on the crazy water.
That seemed cool as fuck.
Like when you watch those videos of the dudes,
That
man,
seems
doing it, you're
cool
like,
as
man,
fuck.
I can't even imagine being in that person's position right now.
Hang ten, like
It
that,
just seems crazy, man. It's nuts. Like I get why they're addicted to it, but God, man,
Surfing USA.
the Sharks, son.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. Real talk,
surfing
man.
now, coming in the party
It's
with
good to
me.
hear real stories.
Come on in the bar, surfing USA.
My uncle used to listen to that shit.
The Beach Boys.
Yeah, and the funny thing was, he thought he was such a hard ass, or like fucking like a badass.
Yeah.
But he was like, he was a little bit slow and stuff, right? So he was like tough guys looked in the '60s. So he had right super tight jeans, man, with like a comb in the back pocket,
Cigarette rolled up in his
fucking, yeah, rolled up, smoke behind his ear, jet black hair, fucking all the way back. But he'd be in his room listening to the Beach Boys, man. It's like, holy fuck, man.
Man, they had some hits. So they did have some hits.
But
way down in Kokomo.
Oh yeah, that was a good one.
Something rotten snake boo doo biddle doo diddle doo.
Bermuda, Bahama.
Come on, pretty mama. Can you let go? All right, Marco Polo. Why don't want to wait to the Florida Keys? Yeah, that was a dope song. No, they can say Florida Keys for some dope song. And that's the Beach Boys. And what was it? Brian Wilson depressioned himself to death.
He depressioned himself to death?
I think so.
Didn't he die on a plane?
No, like lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did. Yeah, that's the fucking Bare Naked Ladies singing about the Beach Boy guy.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about any of that. Did he shoot himself in the head?
No, he just.
Did he unalive himself?
No, he just like fattened himself and secluded himself, just like ate and saw no one. And it's like, oh man, you want to do something? No, I'm just gonna stay in my. I don't want to see anyone. Like, and then get more taken. He fattened himself.
Man, you know
depression to death.
You know an awful lot about that. You went on way too long about that. But we should go. You know that guy who does the crazy, scary ghost stuff?
Oh, the local guy, David Goss?
No. The guy's house you went to with the Xbox and shit.
Oh yeah.
You need to try to get from him.
Gifts Paranormal.
Yeah, whoever it is. You need to try to get from him is a list of like not very well known fucking supposedly fucking crazy haunted places in the city, man. We need to go check them shit out.
And do what with it? I don't really want to disturb ghosts. Like,
I want to see if that shit's real, brother. I'll protect you.
You think so? You have an amulet?
They don't hurt people, man. They just scare them.
I'll let you talk to him. Like, I'll introduce you to him. I'll let you talk to him. He's like,
I just want to see.
I've been scratched by. He's like, I've been scratched and pushed by.
Yeah, and if I just want to, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying that, like, I don't believe it, but like, I want to hear it from the person. Like, that's crazy shit to me, man. That puts hairs up my spine. Because I saw shit before, and I want to fucking see it again when I'm an adult and not a little kid and can blame it as dreaming.
I don't even like saying this right here, right now, but this place is ghosty, and I don't even like to say it out loud.
If you actually saw one, you'd be out of here so goddamn.
Man, you ever heard of the fucking shadow people?
Yeah, that's what I saw one when I was a kid.
I have them at the front of my feet here. They follow me everywhere as I move.
Maybe just. Oh, yeah. Where's he at right now? Can you see him right now?
No. Like there's just like a silhouette of the darkest of fucking silhouettes.
I know what you're saying, man. I can prove it to you too.
Oh yeah, fucking proof evidence of a fucking goddamn shadow person.
No, but I could tell you the story, and then I could send one text message to a guy who you know I don't talk to anymore, and he would message back and say, "Yep, that's true."
He'd be like, what, long story short?
Because I forgot about it. But he stayed the night at my house when it happened, man. And when we were in high school, man, fucking getting high, he brought it up one time, and I almost shit my pants because I was like, I had dismissed that in my head as like something that happened when I was a kid, and I forgot he was even at my house, man.
So you saw a double saw. Well, one time I saw them when I was here, the wife was in bed. I just like didn't bother to wake her up because I was almost like fucking, I don't know, frozen in fear. Frozen.
You were hoping it was gonna have its way with you. One of those ghost rapes you hear so
No,
much
the
about.
latest one I was in.
Those
frozen
ghost
in fear.
rapes that are all the rage.
I've seen them before.
You were praying, trying to get us fucking one of those female sex demons.
Oh, like ghost sex.
Yeah, for sure it would be, brother.
That'd be different.
Real G said, "You both are my people. I'd have your backs. Be dope to kick it one day." Yeah, it would be, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what's weird? If ghosts are real, wouldn't that mean like that you could basically go to any cemetery, man, and you're basically guaranteed to have a paranormal experience because of how many dead bodies are there? Wouldn't just sheer numbers of randomness say that like one of those bodies? If the cemetery is big enough, then there has to be.
All right. Have you ever told me your ghost story? I'm sure I would have asked, but what is yours? For you to be all like gun ho, what's your ghost story?
All right, we were every night this summer. Josh stayed the night at my house, and I stayed the night at his house, and I had bunk beds in my room. He was on the bottom bunk, and I was on the top bunk. It was like those wooden shitty bunk beds or whatever that you could take down like two separate beds.
Yeah.
Or you could put them on.
Yeah.
And it had the wooden
pins and
it had the wooden ladder you could attach so you could get up to the top. Well, we're on the if it was a like the doors on the long corner of the room, the long diagonal of where my head is on the wall, like and I'm on the top bunk, and it was one of those nights where it was light out like the moon, so like there was like some light in the room through like the blinds
on the night, just like tonight.
Shut up. And there was a shadow figure, man, that was fucking moving along the wall, and then it would come across the room, and then it would start to come up the ladder, and I would scream at the top of my lungs from my mom, and then it would go back down the ladder, go right backwards into the corner of the wall, and then it would do it again, go up the ladder. I'd scream for my mom. It would go back down, and my mom never came.
That's fine.
And Josh was down there freaking out right below me on the bunk underneath me, saw the whole thing.
So this is like your regular shit, but you had a friend over that just kind of was there, experienced this with you?
I never saw it before that.
So he brought it?
No, I was freaked out before that. I just never saw it.
He brought it. That's what I mean. Like, I don't even want to.
I don't think he stayed the night anymore.
Like, you want to go to like Gifford's Paranormal and do some fucking shit, some ghost disturbing. I don't even want to bring that mojo around. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
why?
I'll tuck my pants in my socks. I don't even want a fucking bed bug of that.
I don't want to do any occult shit, man. I always want to like fucking like him to show me like fucking like that Xbox thing, man, where fucking there's like a fucking. I can see like there's fucking some fucking human figure right beside me or something. But does it always come up no matter where he's at though? Because then it's like, okay, this is kind of shady.
No.
If it was like that, it never comes up, man.
No, it never. It doesn't. And man, like,
I'll have to look into that.
And I touched it. I touched a ghost one time on camera. And when I touched it on camera,
speak no evil.
He was like, tell me when you touch it. And I touched it. He was like, I touch it right now. He's like, yeah, you're touching it.
I'd never use a Ouija board though.
Yeah, my mom didn't even let us bring one in the house one time.
No moms our mom's age would even let you
bring
them into
the house. My mom's a smart woman, like an educated woman.
It's like they all came out as the toy man when they were kids or whatever, and they all got fucking terrified by them.
Yeah, bad experience. Like a bad experience.
Which I don't know, man, but that's the thing is like even no matter what, like when people are like, I don't believe in God. When you die, you're dead. Okay, you want to use a Ouija board? They're like, fuck that shit. Yeah. It's like, well, you must believe something.
My mom heard tale that one time on a sleepover that came over. Dude had brought one, and we were gonna fuck around with it. And she caught wind there's one in the house through the vents between the floor, and I must have been listening to us or whatever. But anyway, she's like, I don't want you. I don't want you to play with that. Matter of fact, take it out of the house and put that in the garage. Matter of fact, put that in the garage. I don't even want that in the house.
You mean like right now? Don't say things right now. It's cryptic. He says words have power. Like just by us talking about it now.
No, I was like, I don't want to like.
No, he says words have power. Speak no evil.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you.
I don't know what that means.
I know exactly what that means.
I'm gonna have to leave here in a second.
All right, cool, man.
Good hang though.
Yeah, fucking good gang. Gang.
The hang gang.
You weren't aggressive with your arguments.
No, you're right. Oh no.
Earlier,
I only do that, man, when I know you know what you just said is wrong, but I can see that you're gonna do the thing.
I'm just gonna like.
I'm just playing into the game you're playing.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even get mad about it, man. I just laugh.
I will.
Because your unwillingness to, I call it like committing to the bit.
Yes.
Yeah, your commitment to the bit is unrelenting.
I will pick a losing argument and just stick with it.
I had him earlier saying that if he had a mint condition collector's item, he would rather trade it for the shittier version because he would rather have the shittier collective item.
And I would if I would get like, you know what I mean, like a side item.
Yeah, I could see that if you got a good amount of money for it.
Yeah.
All right, see you guys. Good seeing you.
All right, man, Tate. Man.
Love you, brother.
Love you too, man.
I gotta put my coat on. Can't be forgetting that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good to see you, man. It's been
a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute.
We'll have to do this again.
Yeah. Maybe clean up the fucking back room one of these days.
Yeah.
I told you my parents are moving out. Eventually, I think it's going to be fucking Paul upstairs.
What do you guys think, man? Me, Dead Poop, and Scott Langley doing a fucking video podcast. That could be pretty good.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
That could be pretty good. I want to get something like that going.
It'd have to be like a 10-second delay just to fucking bleep his
It wouldn't be live. It wouldn't be live.
You'd have to bleep his like fucking...
Yeah, it couldn't be live.
That's what I mean.
All right, buddy.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. Later, bro. And there you go. And that was Tate. Like, you know what I mean? Like, wow. That was fun. The shittier version might be the better. Take care. Yeah. Like I mean, like, man, that was awesome. Like, I was like, man, you want to come out, hang out in my fucking dirt basement? There's a heater. The heater's not that strong, but it's been a while. And man, he came and fuck, that was great. Like, you know what I mean? I enjoyed that more than you guys. Like, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, really, like, that was great. He looks like he lost all the weight I put on in the past 6 months. I'm running fat. Man, dude. Me as well. Like, you know what I mean? Like, once upon a time, I quit drinking beer. And man, like, I went down a little bit just from, like, putting the beer out of the diet. And then I just started eating bad with no beer in the diet. And it just, like, fucking, I don't know. Just came back, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it's like. Like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna be a fucking health expert, but like, fuck, I am. I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing. I just know, like, when I'm done drinking, the meal I make when I'm done drinking, it's like a fucking weird, not calorie watched at all, weird combination of whatever the fuck in a large quantity of it. And then I eat that, and then right away, I'm so drunk. I'm so drunk, high, and stuffed at that point. I pass right out. I'm passing out with goddamn. I'm still almost chewing and I'm passing out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, as I'm sleeping, I'm finishing the bite that was in my mouth. But so you know what I mean? It's just bad eating decisions, I think. Cause I'm not getting the fucking beer calories anymore. Cause I'm like, oh, look at this. This is a goddamn fucking core seltzer. And I'm drinking like vodka soda crayons at the bar and this and that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just eating a shit ton of food right before bed, and the worst kind of food. It's almost like the other day I get home and I open the fridge, I open the drawer, and I'm looking around. And you know what I thought was a good idea? Let me frying pan two of those big pepperoni sticks, like the big Crisp Brothers. Like, let me do 2 pepperoni sticks cut up real nice with butter in a frying pan, and add mashed potatoes, and then like pan butter fry mashed potatoes with pepperoni. It's like, all right, I'm gonna grease up this pan to put pepperoni grease, and then like put potatoes on it to soak every last bit of the grease. Like, the pan is dry, like all that grease that you put in there, like technically like a floating amount of grease after all that pepperoni is in the potatoes I just ate, like right before bed. And then a few other times this week, I had a salad, Caesar salad. Funny how when you put on the weight on your buddies lose it. Oh man, yeah, I lost weight, but I lent it to him for a bit, and then boom, oh no, got it back. Like, tag, you're back it. Uh, when I lose my weight, my homeboys probably get chubby. Been on that double Whopper diet. Man, you know what my gripe is about a double Whopper, bro? For real, is this. And I don't know how this is gonna come across, but let me tiptoe around the issues that I have to be careful around with. Like, so our Burger King with the Whoppers, and man, I'm a fan of a Whopper. Look at me. Like, I'm goddamn shaped like one. I'm goddamn shaped like a goddamn Whopper. I love Whoppers. But the one Burger King we have is like, when you walk in there, instead of having like the St. John Smooth 98 or St. John Cool 94.3, it's ba la 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 de la ba la ba la ba la 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 la. It's like, and then you look around, it's like, man, they're playing that music out loud in the kitchen. And I agree, like, when you're working hard, like, a good music vibe is cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like, da na 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 da na na. But there's like, you walk in there, it's like ba la 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 ba la 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 la, and it's like, all right, cool. So, you know what I mean? You guys are running it to the point where it's like, that's the general consensus of the type of music that everyone would love to listen to in the back of the kitchen. Cool, right? And but ever since then, it's like, man, they'll make your food really quick, but the love's not there. It's like that Burger King, like the original chicken sandwich, super extra salty for no reason. super extra salty for no reason. I don't know if they like it like that, and they're like, oh man, like it's got to be seasoned, and you're like, oh man, no, I think it's salty enough without it. You know what I mean? But anyways, they do that. They do that over there. But in the other part of town, there's another Burger King. That's like they play like regular St. John radio at. And man, like I find their food a little better, and it has nothing to do with the fucking radio station that they're listening to. It has nothing to do about that. It just like I think that location just like I don't know, man. Like it is different. Like you know what I mean? Like they don't salt the shit out of the original chicken because like in my opinion, it's like it's kind of perfect as is. Like you know what I mean? Like that needs no seasoning. Just like the old fucking the king requested years ago, like how it to be done. I believe this like original chicken shall have chicken, mayo, lettuce in a bun, and that's what it has been. But it's almost like this one Burger King. I don't know, out of like lineage, multiple generations of like heavy seasoning, like you know how they do, like you know what I mean, like the, chicken, the basmati it has needs more like flavor and chicken and spicing. Um, but the Burger King, he's like, this sandwich shall only require chicken, mayonnaise, and lettuce on a bun. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, yeah. So yeah, one Burger King is better than the other one. Brew with what? Bro, with all due non-gray sediment, love you. That fur is furious. It is nice. It is nice. And I have a sweater underneath, like you know what I mean? Like I'd be looking thick. I'd be looking like thick. Like man, I look like a small head. Like look at this. Like I look like a small head on top of a what? Like a fucking Halloween candy caramel cube. Like I look like a fingernail on top of a fucking Halloween caramel cube right now. Like, ah man, someone stuck a fingernail in my fucking Halloween caramel cube. And those caramel cubes are fucking bullshit, bro. If you have a loose filling or a cavity, it's gonna find the cavity and go zing. Or if you got a loose filling, choo, it's gonna pull it right the fuck out. Like you know what I mean? Like there's no winning. There's no winning. Unless you still got baby teeth, there's no reason for you to even like attempt to fucking chew one of those fucking square caramel squares or whatever the fuck they are. Toffee, like a toffee square or whatever. Toffee? Is toffee or caramel? Toffee? I don't know. I think it's toffee. Oh, Legendary Gaming. Wow, I came late. You have. I mean, it's that you're uploading a video, not being live. Man, you missed it, man. Tait was here. Me and Tait were hanging around for like, I don't know, a good hour plus or so. Like, fucking Tait. Motherfucking Tait. Tait the motherfucking Jesus. You know what I mean? He's got goldfish in his shoes. Yeah. That's right. Oh man, and that almost like reminds me of I think it was like a TikTok video or something like that. Be like this, like like a high platform. Like a fucking ladies' platform shoes. It was like a like a mouse cage, where it had like he'd have the goldfish. But that's what you remind me like goldfish. It was like a rat cage, and it was like a mouse in there. So you're walking on two live mouses in a cage, right? And oh, that's pretty fucked up. That's pretty fucked up. I'm just gonna check my phone, see what's going on here. Just give me one moment, if you may. Just give me one moment. Just texting Paul, the Green Hood. And let me do a time filler of sorts, like an easy time filler. Let me read you from my thoughts in my diary, right? Because I do have thoughts in a diary that sometimes I write shit down in, like my thoughts. This one, yeah, all right. Let me start from the newest one, I guess. Or no, let me skip that one. This one's kind of like embarrassing. Man, like a lot of my humor is like unacceptable, unacceptable. But here's one. Just because I said I'd pull it out, let me do something good. So this is me lying in bed, and I'm like, I don't know. For some reason, I started thinking about something. I couldn't get it out of my head, and I was like, I pretty much like wrote a whole joke. I pretty much wrote a joke. Like if I were to go on like if I were have to do like a 1 minute stand up, it's almost like something like that. But man, I've wrote other jokes or something like that. But this is what I wrote like I think it was like this week or something like last week or something like that. And I'll read it for you word for word. But this is kind of what it says. Deadpool is carrying food in that fur coat. No, there's no food in there. Yeah. All right. So here, this is what I wrote. This is where my brain went there one night. And this is not bad. What I hate about public pools is foot warts. Like you know what I mean? Like what for a half hour to an hour of fun, you need a 3 week Dr. Scholl's Band-Aid. You know what I mean? And it's like kind of like risk reward payoff. Like you're at the pool having fun. Next thing you know, you got a wart. So you'd think the worst case scenario of being in a pool is drowning. It's like, how about rotting your feet out under a band-aid for weeks just to eventually pull out the residue of some other gross kid's foot out of your foot? It's kind of like being raped with AIDS. You know what I mean? You didn't want them there, and now you have to be careful every time you're bare feet. It's like you have it, but then you have to tell people if you're respectful, like almost like a raped with AIDS. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, why is he wearing socks at the pool? And you just have to say, oh man, it's a long story. Like, you know what I mean? I got fucking foot raped at the pool. And yeah, that's like one thing I wrote down on there. I also wrote, get a doily tattoo. At one point in my life, in December, I thought it'd be a good idea to get a doily tattoo. I was maybe thinking like a doily elbow tattoo. Maybe. I wrote this little rap line. Post op. Black ops. Bitch got that big cock. That was like a rap line I wrote one time. Uncle in the sunlight is fine, but after midnight, he ain't quite right. I guess that was another, like, kind of a rap line. You know what I mean? And most of this I can't even say. Anyways. So, I don't know, 2 hours, had Tait. Let me check this text, but, like, yeah, I'm pretty much doing a sign off is what I'm getting to. Like, it's almost like, yeah, it's pretty much a sign off. Like, I think I'll leave on a high note. Like, you know what I mean? Tait was here. I chit chatted as well. Pulled out my dear diary. I had to leave out a lot of the comments because, like, man, like, at the end of the day, like, this is the internet. The world's not ready for everything I have to hear. And sometimes I have to filter it. Right? So, on that note, like, man, adios, toodaloo, and, won't you be my neighbor? Yeah.